Hello, my name is Lady Calamere, and I welcome you to my channel. I am doing my 353rd presentation, and it will be on the Green Santa Muerte. So, before I go on, I want you to please like and subscribe to my channel if you like what I put out. Okay, because that really helps me. Also, I wish you happy holidays. If you celebrate Thanksgiving, I hope you had a good one. If you celebrate Native Pride, I hope you had a good one too. So the Green Santa Muerte. In America, when we think of green, especially in the USA, we think of money. But in uh, Latin America, they look at green as justice, dealing with the legal system. So Santa Muerte is going to, in this robe, is going to be dealing with the legal system. She's going to be dealing with the courts, but she's going to be dealing with justice. Because sometimes justice isn't justice. Sometimes the legal system is not fair. And sometimes the legal system can be corrupt. And sometimes the police may not do their job or be corrupt themselves. Where do we turn to? We turn to Santa Muerte, the Green Santa Muerte, La Niña Verde, the little green girl. That's what it means. So I have this, and I have this beautiful statue. So sometimes she can be called for prison justice, especially if someone does something unspeakable to a woman. And you know what I'm talking about, SA, hard R, or to a child, which I can't even put those two words together because it's so disgusting and foul. And say they only get 5 years. You call upon Santa Muerte, and she can end up causing prison justice. And sometimes prison justice is justice, especially in the men's prison. I know there's no woman. You don't mess with your woman on the outside. They find out you did something against a woman. You did something against a child. You better watch that sorry ass. Also, they said no police officers, no rats. And what some people do not like, definitely, is also animal cruelty. So any of those charges, or if they find out that you're a police officer, it's not going to be a good time for you. Okay? And especially if you're a high profile case, sometimes they just want to get a notch in their belt. You know what I mean? So, yeah. And you can ask any CO about that. They'll tell you exactly what I'm saying. Okay? And women's prisons, from what I understand, do not put up with child abusers. Okay? It's not going to be a good time for them. It's not. I don't know what all the laws are there, but I'm sure they don't like cops either, or rats and snitches. So I've never been to prison or jail, so I couldn't, you know, tell you what goes on with the women's prison. But ask any CO, they'll tell you. So the green lady will deal with money. Some people are using her because, and I actually have a green candle with Santa Muerte for money, but that's made for Americans. That's to cater to Americans. Okay, so the green one is going to deal with justice in the material world, justice, and the spiritual world, justice, because she can get justice for you. Now, when I speak of justice, she doesn't just stand up for the goody two shoes, the innocent, either. She's also going to represent some really bad people that did what they did, whether it's just a petty crime or a major crime, or getting out of that speeding ticket or parking ticket, and you could be guilty as sin. And she's helped people beat the legal system. Now, I'm not telling anyone to quit commit crimes and go call upon Santa Muerte. Please don't commit crimes. Okay? But sometimes, accidents happen. Like you might accidentally walk out with something. You put like something on top. And you forgot to pay for something, and you can get in trouble. Okay? And then you have to call La Nina Verde. So she can be the judge, jury, and executioner. All right? She can get you justice when you're wronged. And justice could be like, my man cheated on me, teach him a lesson. Or it could be justice, my boss unfairly fired me. Or, this guy took my job. It could be justice. So, yeah, Santa Muerte, you got to understand, she accepts everybody. And some people hate her for this because she'll stick up for the saint, and she'll stick up for the sinner. She'll stick up for the law abiding citizen who calls upon her, and she'll stick up for the criminal, the sicario, the cartels who call upon her. The green one could be used to keep justice away, and contra la ley. Contra la ley means keep away the law, and that means the police. So there are contra la ley spells. There are contra la ley candles. There are so something to protect you if you're doing something against the law, which I do not advise, and I'm not telling someone to, advise people, but to make you. She can also do like to make you invisible to the law, or to help you, beat the charges. She's also called for people who are in prison to protect them. Like a mother, let's say their kid goes to prison, they're in juvie or something, they did something stupid, or maybe they're innocent, and the mom or the dad will call upon Santa Muerte to protect my kid. Hey, my kid was charged. I'm calling upon you to protect them, or maybe to lessen their sentences. Maybe they're going to become up into a parole hearing. So whether you're coming up to a parole hearing, or your brother or sister or your friend, to let them accept parole, or maybe you're going to you were sentenced to a heavy sentence and you want to appeal, so she could be the lady to go to, and that would be the Green Santa Muerte. So I do have a green candle that made with Santa Muerte, and it was to appease Americans about money. Yes, she can deal with money, especially when it comes from legal, anything, any type of legal. She's civil. Maybe you got a lawsuit, you got inheritance. Maybe you're fighting for inheritance. So, and she can even sometimes make sure it doesn't even go to court, so that you get the outcome, or that each and every charge is dismissed. Okay. Santa Muerte is death, and they say the only thing that's fair in life is death, because death comes for everyone equally, whether you're a king or a peasant, whether you're a billionaire or you only have 1 cent in your bank account. Okay? And some people hate the fact that she will defend criminals. She will. She will help them. She will help. She has helped gangsters, cartels, uh, criminals. But she's also helped, like I said, she'll be there for the law abiding citizen, the officer, the criminal. Maybe someone, there's another thing is also, she's also one who redeems and gives redemption. Maybe you're a criminal and that's all you know. It's all you know how to do. You call upon La Santa Muerte to help you. And maybe she can, hook you up with a job, a legitimate job, to go upon the straight path, the straight and narrow path, instead of the Wild West path. To find an honest good job. and get honest work. But she can also help you with criminal activities, which I'm not advocating for. So she can make you, you know, invisible to the prying eyes. So Santa Muerte can also redeem you among people. Maybe you've been damaged by slander, maybe in the pagan community, or maybe among your family or friends to be redeemed. That all those gossip was just words, and that people come to realize that you weren't the bad guy, you were the good guy, made look bad. And she can help you with that. I got Lady Boss here. She's just sleeping right by my feet. The Green Santa Muerte. This has to hang up, so I'm sorry that she's on her back. So this hangs up on my wall. I'm not trying to be, if anyone sees that and feels offended, I'm not trying to be offensive with her. I should have put her up like this. I'm sorry. Sorry, folks. So the Green Santa Muerte, all about justice, magical justice, and legal justice. She is the patroness of judges, the lawyers, the prosecutors. Also, she can also work with the jury. You could be a juror and just say, Santa Muerte, I don't want to be here for long. Let there be an outcome. If the person's guilty, let them be seen as guilty. If the person is innocent, not guilty, let them be seen as not guilty. So, I mean, she can work with that. So, yeah, she deals. Her home is definitely can get the courts, but she's deaf, so she can also the graveyards and the cemeteries, and anywhere like funeral homes or cremation grounds, but definitely dirt from legal place. Court comes to mind, and you can get dirt from any court. But if you take anything, remember ask or take it or leave it. Leave some offering, whether it be a few coins or some drink of your water or something. So she is going to help. She's most likely will help you, but remember, let's just say you were supposed to, do 5 years and she helps you, but you promise her and you don't come through. She could unravel it and make it worse. Imagine just 5 years turned to 15 years. So, yeah, be careful with that. Pay what you owe. Don't make promises that you know you can't keep or you won't keep. So the green Santa Muerte can also protect you against criminals. Not only does she help the criminal, but she can protect you from criminals. She can protect your house from being broken into. She can help protect you from being robbed and mugged and protect from all sorts of crime. Maybe you're a sex worker. So, and it's a dangerous job, which I do not uh, encourage. But sometimes the law is never it's not going to be on their side, or they can go missing and won't even be looked for. So she's going to protect the vulnerable who, if they go missing, no one's going to care. No one's going to look for them, you know? So yeah, she can protect those who are prostitutes and sex workers and escorts. I'm just drinking my drink. I know it sounds weird on the microphone, but she can get justice. So another thing that I've noticed that people have been associating with her is also the mineral kingdom. More and more people have been associating her with the mineral kingdom and the animal kingdom, dealing with nature and the green and connecting with the green. I'm talking about trees and grass, and teach you about the properties of crystals and stones and rocks and gems. So people have been using her to connect with nature and to protect nature. And people have said, well, the light green is also for nature, but people have been saying green is also about fertility and growth. And more people are coming out and saying this. So the Green Santa Muerte can be looked for as growth. And of course, you see the coins here. So, yeah, people immediately see green and United States say, oh, look, it deals with money. We've got all the coins. So she can deal with money. Let's say you got fired from your job and you call upon her and you get rehired or you get your job back. Or maybe you were put on probation and you get your job back. So those are the things that she can do. And like I said, like I think they're taking take two of this, so I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself. I don't have a script or notes. So let's just say justice. Well, like I said, I think I said this. I got fired from my job. It wasn't fair. I'm getting evicted from my home, and or because of X, Y, and Z. Even though it's not right, or you're being discriminated upon, or your landlord is making up garbage that's not true. Something like that. Justice. Or maybe you were spurned and you want justice. Maybe this woman is going after your husband, right? Or this man's going after your husband. And you want justice. Well, she's the one to talk to. She's the one to make deals with. She's the one to bargain with. So she can also may bring justice where just something happens to someone because maybe the legal system is rigged against the everyday person. There are some places where you know cops are crooked, politicians are crooked, the legal system is broken, and it's unfair. You can call upon this lady to make sure it's fair, some way, somehow. And if it's something doesn't happen through the legal system, or maybe this person has a slip and fall, or gets T-boned in an accident, or just has a good case of diarrhea for a week. So yes, the green one can be used for contra, like I said, contra la ley spells, which is against the law. She can be used to punish someone lightly or harshly. And maybe you're looking to pass that bar exam to become a lawyer. Maybe you're going to law school. She can help you with that. Maybe you want to be a prosecutor, a defense lawyer, or become a judge. She can help you with that. She can help you with a lawsuit or prevent you from being sued. She has the ability to protect against criminals or help criminals. So she deals with bureaucracy, the bureaucrats. Or if you need to appeal something. So sometimes, let's just say you do something, and instead of ending up in the prison system, you can end up being put into a drug rehab center, or maybe you did something you're not mentally right, and so instead of going to prison, she can, you know, get help for you to, and people can use this for the loved ones instead of putting them in prison, put them in a drug rehabilitation, get them therapy, you know, because maybe they're stealing, they're doing this theft to support a drug addiction, and you don't want them to go to jail, but you want them to get help. So yeah, she can do that. Hi, Lady Boss. You are not breaking my statue. This was expensive, honey, and a gift. So you're not breaking it. Plus, you're not breaking any of my statues now. No, you're not knocking over my camera. We're not doing this today. Thank you for coming. I know you love to be in the camera and you love attention. So La Nina Verde is also associated with plants. Maybe, she's become an associated plant so she can help you with that. So things to offer La Nina Verde, whatever you promise her. And if you want to stay with the green, you can offer her any green fruits or the smokable green. Aloe vera. She likes aloe vera. Agave plant. She loves agave. Or a margarita, which is green. So is a great, the juniper plant is good to use for her. Which is also used to ward off theft and thieves, to has purification properties, able to uh, use an exorcism, and spirits of who people who passed away and who are still criminally minded spirits. So when you think of that, like rosemary is good for exercising things. But other things that you can give to her, like the drink called a grasshopper. God, I haven't thought about that in a long time. But also, there's also just tequila, which she loves, which is made with the agave. She loves chocolate. I mean, when they have them available at McDonald's, you can get her a shamrock shake, green candies. But whatever in your heart. I'm just giving out some suggestions of what to give to her. And another thing is, if someone's judging you wrong, or you're being judged unfairly by, say, your girlfriend's family, or maybe your wife's side of the family, that to let them come to see you that you're actually a good person. Green money is also good for her. She'll take green American money. So if you're a lobbyist, she can help you with your cause to get things passed. So maybe you're lobbying to make something legal or to make something illegal. You can call to her. And also to get a petition to be looked at legally or by taken seriously by a politician. She can help you with that too. So when you give her money and it's just piling up, you can take that money and buy her something with it. Say, hey, I'm going to take this money and buy you something with it. Or do a divination, see if you can give it to someone in need. Or for, you know, help with like maybe a cause. Like you see, you sign a petition against animal cruelty. Maybe someone did something terrible and you can take that money and ask her, can I use it for legal things like that? And you can actually do this in her name. Say, hey, if you help me, I'll donate $20 of my money for this cause, like the uh, White Coat Waste Project. She can, when things seem to be out of order, that's she can bring things into order. Oh, little boo. Or maybe you want to find a different way in life. She can help you with that too. She can help you find good counseling or, help you out of the system. instead of constantly being on the system. She can help expunge something from your record. Or maybe you know of something, domestic violence is happening to your neighbor, to not only call the police and make a report, but call upon her. And if someone's hurting your child, not only call child protective services, but also to call on her to help that child get removed from that family. So she can do that too. She can help those who are on the run from the law to escape to a country where they won't be extradited, where there's no extradition clause. Again, I'm not condoning any criminal activity. I'm just here giving information. Another thing that's a prison. Your mind can be a prison. Maybe you're agoraphobic and you're in prison. Every time you feel like you go out, you feel like you're in prison, but in your home, you feel free, but it's really your prison. To get you out of your mind. Addiction can also be another thing. Addiction can bind you. And that can be addiction to alcohol, to drugs, to addictions that are ruining your life, maybe a gambling addiction. She can break the chains of addiction. So maybe you or a family member or a loved one is addicted to something that's destroying their lives. And you can ask Santa Muerte to help with that. To find a good counselor, to find a good recovery, you know? Some people even put with the police or with the gambling, if I go into this casino, that I'm to be arrested. There was people did that, and then they would go to the casino because they can't help themselves, and then they get arrested because that's the better thing for them. Because what they do to themselves with gambling would be far worse than going to jail. So yeah, addictions can be a prison. Agoraphobia, meaning you're afraid to socialize with anyone. You're afraid to leave your home. Like imagine now you can just order food, order everything from Amazon or eBay or TikTok, and then you can actually work from home. And you don't have to leave your home. And maybe you haven't left your home for 5 months, maybe a year, maybe 3 years. And it's happened to people. And it's horrible. She can help with that. Because that can be a prison. She can help with the prison of the mind. So I helped you understand more about the Green Santa Muerte. There's so much to learn about her. And I thank you for watching. You're awesome. Thank you very much. And I would like to also give a shout out to the Gray Magician. Check out his work. Behemoth X, check out his channel. Witch in the Working, check out his channel. Ocean, Ocean Kelto Toy. And sorry. Jackson Crawford has a good channel. So those are just some channels to check out. Stones that would represent her, anything green. before I end. Like moldavite, green jade. If you're still here, then you're getting some extra information. Moldavite, green jade, green aventurine, emeralds, any of the green hued stones, and tektites, which moldavite is a tektite. So again, thank you for watching. I really appreciate your time. Please like and subscribe to my channel. It lets me know that I'm doing a good job. Hit me up in the comments. Have you worked with the Green Santa Muerte? What has La Nina Verde done for you? And let me know, okay? Thank you for watching. As always, blessed be.